You can believe it. So I want you to know, as Leslie stated, we have a team here headquartered in Washington, D.C., who's working very hard to ensure that this is the largest global MedTech event ever. And so we are so excited. So what I thought it would be helpful for you is to give you a quick update on what we're expecting in Toronto, give you a quick overview of kind of the high level planning that's underway, what you can expect, and then some momentum, and then what's coming next in the next 3.5 months. So at the top of the call, I just wanted to kind of reinforce our theme this year. I'm really excited about it. It's called MedTech in Motion. And we love that the theme exemplifies the innovative nature of all the cool technology that you're going to be bringing to the show and our objective together, which is really ultimately to keep patients moving. So we have a lot of resources on the website that explain what you can expect and kind of the core components of the show. When everything's said and done, we will also be not only the largest MedTech conference, but the fastest growing medical technology and partnering event. So partnering will be critical for your success. So we're going to give you an overview of what that looks like and then what's coming very soon. So very quickly, we kind of like to talk about the event in 4 kind of key components. You can expect really unparalleled networking and access to the MedTech community. We are seeing a lot of new companies and new faces to the show. And if nothing else, you will be really, I think, inspired by the volume of companies that we're going to have. We're going to have more than 1,500 MedTech companies of all sizes. We're already seeing registration come in. And really seeing great representation from large manufacturing companies to the very small companies. And the investment community is already really showing up well. I'll give you a very brief overview of our education program and what to expect. And then again, we are really amplifying everything we're doing around business development, offering a very efficient way to connect with companies. And then we've curated an awesome program to ensure we are attracting the investment community to the conference. And then you'll see some new naming convention around the event. The exhibit hall is located in the new MedTech campus. We've kind of reimagined a few things, but you'll start to see that terminology. All this to say it's a very kind of bustling ecosystem for MedTech. So who are we expecting? So largely over the years, we've done an excellent job at attracting the C-suite. From CIOs, CMOs, CFOs, you name it. And again, right now, registration is trending that way. And we are expecting more than 40% of our registration to be that C-suite. But it's really important to note that we do offer something for everybody in the MedTech space from kind of that manager level and up. As far as the diversity of sectors that we represent, especially as far as patient solutions, we cover everything throughout that MedTech campus, through all the company pitches that you're going to see, and throughout our education. So this gives you an overview of how we're breaking down. We are seeing tremendous growth in AI, digital health, women's health, you name it. We have it represented at the show. So just a quick sampling of some of the companies that are already coming in with representation within our program, sponsoring, bringing a delegation. We're really inspired by both, the companies that are headquartered around the Toronto area, but then very much globally. When everything's said and done, we are expecting more than 40 countries to be represented in Toronto. So a quick tip for those of you that might have been to the event before, we've kind of shifted things because Monday is actually Canadian Thanksgiving on October 14th. But we are kicking the event off that day, and we will have a good amount of programming for the international community on Monday. And then working our way towards Tuesday, obviously that's when the exhibit hall opens. And we'll have a full day of exhibits, partnering, education, and then of course, networking all week. So please plan to arrive. So obviously, you have to arrive in time to set up your booth, which we'll go into. But we want to make sure that people come ready to go on Monday with an action-packed weekend. So on my side, as Leslie stated, I'm the VP of marketing, but we're really trying to ensure that we have a path for all personas in the MedTech space. So we've created a number of new packages, a number of new resources, All this to say, because of our commitment to ensure that you get the maximum ROI and the most diverse set of attendees at your booth. So we are working closely with a number of partners on the ground, both inside of Canada, internationally, and then throughout the United States. And again, participation is going really well. All of our early indicators are fantastic. And what we're really seeing as far as objectives for companies, it's really to advance that business development, for facilitating capital formation, for companies like you to showcase cutting edge technology and really give people the opportunity to see and touch your technology. And then what we have been known for over the years is really providing timely, world-class education that you can't get anywhere else. We also saw a record number of applications around our education program, which will lead us to a really awesome event. And then we know more than ever that face-to-face connection within really fun, interactive networking experiences is more important than ever. So we're going to offer that both inside the MedTech campus, and then we'll be announcing some of our locations very soon. So why did we choose Toronto? It's Canada's MedTech market is the 8th largest in the world. And when I tell you, like, our partners there, both some of whom are on the phone today, but we've been working with them for more than 10 months, really planning out this event. And they are so thrilled to host us, welcome us with open arms. And Toronto, a number of the team members have been there. It is easy to get to. It's really easy to get through customs. So all this to say, it'll be a really great event. As far as a destination around international collaboration, we're seeing tremendous feedback, especially from our European partners, about the location and how easy it is to get to. And then as far as the hospital and the research and innovation community right there in Toronto is very robust. And again, we are expecting a record high number of early stage companies and entrepreneurs to be participating with us. So I did mention the MedTech campus. So what this is a snapshot of all the different areas within the floor. It's a very bustling, high energy, dynamic environment that features the exhibit hall, thousands of partnering meetings, both within the partnering area and then throughout the booths. We'll have the CEOs Unplugged stage with our patient pavilion. That is always a huge draw. We're bringing back our solutions showcase. We're growing our innovation pavilion. We're growing our career hub. And we'll be rolling out some announcements around our new tech hub very soon. And then, of course, very strong partnership with the MTI MedTech Innovation Showcase. And then you'll see some events throughout the week. And it's important to note that we get great traffic here because our keynote flows right from the MedTech campus floor. So quick highlight on education. We, as we sit here on June 27th, programming will be announced in the next few weeks. So look for that coming in July. But we will have it highly curated to make sure that it's efficient for attendees and exhibitors alike. So we'll have panel sessions organized by business strategies, patient engagement, market access, et cetera. Again, that'll all be announced soon. I'm really excited about our keynotes that are coming together. They promise to be both inspiring, educational, and where you're really getting access that you cannot get anywhere else to MedTech leadership. We're bringing back our fireside chats, and then we'll have a lot of great curated special programs focused on pediatric care, and some trends that we're seeing kind of across the board. And then, of course, company presentations, really quick ways to learn about technologies depending on where they are in their pipeline. So I mentioned the MedTech Investor Forum. This is our 3rd year, and it's really designed to attract key members of the MedTech healthcare investment community. So we have a team here who's really dedicated to that, to finding the VCs, angel investors, and private equity firms that are coming to the event. So this all bodes well, I think, for our companies who are investing in the conference. So very soon we'll be announcing some of our networking receptions that are in close proximity to the convention center. We want to make sure it's easy for you, but we promise they will be fun, dynamic, and inspiring. So stay tuned on that. So partnering, so that will launch around Labor Day in early September. And so I wanted to give you a breakdown of who uses the partnering system to ensure that you start to think about dedicating staff and resources who are responsible for your profile, for going in and logging in. We saw tremendous growth last year, and we expect that to continue to pick up. So partnering will open September 12th. We'll have a webinar for you that gives you everything you need to navigate the system. And it is where we're going to make sure that you invest in your online profile, your company's representation to ensure that you have a really efficient and effective time in Toronto. So a couple of things coming soon to you that I wanted to make sure you're aware of. Because we know you're investing heavily in your presence on the floor, but we have a lot of new online tools, and we're calling this the Influencer Challenge. So it's a new partner we're working with, and you will literally see it in your inbox in the next week or so. But it's where you will have an individual profile, and we're going to ask you to share and talk about your presence at the show, and it should make it really easy, and it's integrated into our registration system. So stay tuned on that. And then a couple of asks. We really have enhanced our online resources, like I mentioned, both on our website, but on social media. So we would love for you to join the conversation. We're announcing things every week on LinkedIn, so we'd love for you to talk and share. So we have a toolkit coming your way that we'll send out and make available, I think, in our exhibitor resource center in the next by early July. So as far as where we're at 3.5 months out, again, speakers and sessions will be announced next month. And then we really hit the ground running around partnering. We'll have a couple more webinars for you that go deeper into the program. In the interest of time, wanted to keep it quick today. But really that bottom row of your logo and promo name deadline is around August 13th. That's also our early bird deadline when registration really picks up. And then, of course, the housing deadline, which is critical for everyone. So with that, I saw there might be a couple questions that came through. So I'm going to stop sharing and let's see what questions we might have. All right. So yes, the recording will be available after